What's up, boss twist? I'm in the stairs. I'm not shit. Then you on this. So the decision to start this stream by singing was very spontaneous. I guess I do it every single time, but every single song is spontaneous. Anyway, you saw the title, Riedell versus Vanilla, last time. This time, I want to look at the social media metrics, look at the views, and then count down who has had more exposure when it comes to mainstream media success. For example, might not be the best word. In order to do this, I'm going to check out the different teams these companies have made over their lifetime and then break down how many different influencers, performers, and celebrities have chosen these different companies. Like, how Mike did the Pepsi commercial back in the day. Is there a Mike Jack, Pepsi, and Coke commercial? First tangent of the day. It's an AI cover. Let me type the whole thing. Michael Jackson. See, that's a Pepsi commercial. To this day, Pepsi over Coke. To this day, MJ was in this. I drink Pepsi. I don't drink Coke. To be very honest. To this day. Now that we finished with the first tangent for today, I wanted to look at the social medias because I went back and I looked at my streams and I was like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? It's crazy. Like, I feel like I say stuff and I edit it in my head while I'm talking. So it's like, when I replay it all back in my memory, it plays back like the video. The video I was making in my head. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? The funniest part was looking at the section. I don't even want to retell this joke. I don't even have to retell this joke because I told it the first time and it was absolutely ridiculous. But that's 3 minutes of time wasting. Let's stop wasting time. My first comparison is going to be their social media pages. Who has more followers on Instagram? While I have a moment to look for this, I started watching videos about NASCAR, and now I want to stream NASCAR. Not stream it, but react to videos about NASCAR history. Notion is a funny app. Riedell has, drum roll please, 74,000 followers on Instagram. One of the things that makes Riedell's presence on Instagram powerful is all of their influencers. Let me zoom out. I'm like, why is it so big? Their influencers go to different events and they cover them. Oh wow. Riedell posting vanilla on their page. Is it all love? Oh yeah, Dylan. Dylan is a Riedell skater and he's competing at a event that's sponsored by Vanilla. What? This is also a statement to Vanilla's place in the competitive world. One of the differences between Riedell and Vanilla is Vanilla sponsors jam skating events. So they're more connected to the competitive side of skating as well as competitive skating events. So it's like when Riedell skaters need to compete somewhere, there's not like a Riedell bracket. Riedell's not doing Red Bull style battles. Nope. You know, you can go to the National Jam Skating League. See ya. Come back a winner. Don't come back at all. Something cool I'm seeing just looking at the Riedell Instagram. I think people might be into this. It looks like testers won it. Let's see how long ago they put these up. So if you want to be a roller skate tester, 57 weeks. So this was last year. Oh man, it looks like they testing they Timu line. Since we're here going band for band, looks like we got a little bit of spoilers. Trusted by the pros. So one of the things about the skate and something I was thinking about while I was making the script for this, when we're counting up when we're counting up Riedell's exposure in the media, especially when it comes to the people who are using their skates, in one calculation, we can count the most famous people who have used the skates. For example, Riedells were used in Whip It. Riedells were used in Birds of Prey. Riedells were used by Christy Yamaguchi on Ice. Riedells were used by Usher at the Super Bowl. Well, in addition to being used by those skaters in those places, they were also used by their entire team. So when we come back and we break down everybody that skated at the Super Bowl and we break down all of their numbers, they all skated in Riedells. So technically, we have to multiply that to Riedells' number. So boom. I was thinking about this because when we come and we start to do the vanilla calculations, this is going to start making sense. Before we get in there, let's keep this nice and clean. Let's come over to the vanilla numbers and check our vanilla numbers. So Vanilla Skate Co. 23.7K followers on Instagram. We can come straight to our small square. So as we can see, there's an extremely close connection between vanilla and the competitive skating world. One of the coolest parts about the National Jam Skating League is how it nurtures talent. This this is young Dylan. This was Dylan back in the day. And in I'm saying this in less of a figurative way than I usually say things. Because if you go back and you check out footage, you can find footage of Dylan battling with grown men, literally. And he was about this size. So Vanilla's supporting programs that are supporting people at the rink level, like the community level. A lot of the skaters that compete at the league, they're not complete pros. You know, it's a lot of amateurs that are competing. You know, only so many people can skate at the Super Bowl. Ooh. So when I'm thinking about what Vanilla really puts into the community as they're supporting different leagues, I'm thinking about calculating this. We could probably calculate this in like the tens of thousands, to be real. If we're thinking about followers, exposure, brands. And then the cool thing is they also give a place for a lot of Riedell skaters to shine too. Because, you know, Dylan's competed multiple years in a row and it's gotten bigger. So when we're really talking about it, that's what I meant when I said that we have to count all of the skaters who were involved. When I look back at my first analysis, I had to be real. I spent a lot of time, you know, speaking figuratively about Tony Zane skating because I have fun doing that. It's fun for me. It makes everything worth it. But I have to be real, when I was sitting down and I had to talk about, you know, really measuring people's work. There is a moment when I take a moment and I measure people or analyze things and I have to say, hey, man, if you're really in this game, there's a moment where you have to step back and say that you have to speak about this with a level of understanding and seriousness. It might not just be a joke. It could be it's not Habib. Yeah, Habib. I could I could mess around, end up like Conor McGregor. Khabib. Khabib. Oh man, I watched the funniest part about this is looking at Conor's face. All of his bravado is gone. This is not the Conor McGregor from the press conferences talking. This is a dude getting tapped at the gym. Herb Dean. Khabib says that Herb Dean saved Conor McGregor's life. He says that Herb Dean saved his life. And when you go back and watch it, he really did. He came over and literally slapped him off of Conor McGregor. I don't know why am I saying this? I remember, excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, excuse me. Actually, let me start it over. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody got that level of mad if there was a guy that would be at the rink with them talking trash about them. on the internet. No matter how funny it was. Maybe I'm exaggerating. So I was like, yo. And then on the other side, I was like, this isn't even like analysis. There's no numbers involved. And at the very bottom of it, I didn't want to have one variable in my statistics that I was overvaluing because of my personal bias. When I saw that video of Tony Zane teaching that TikTok skating choreography, I had to look at the writing on the wall. Tony Zane does not wear jam skates anymore. Tony Zane plays a character at the disco that involves wearing a blonde wig and a crop top and some booty shorts. Professional skaters aren't hitting, the Thriller choreography from back in the day no more. Oh, wow, disconnected and reconnecting. When I looked at Tony Zane's Instagram and I realized that he didn't mention any of his jam skating accomplishments. None of the comps. None of the comps. I said, yo, bro, jam skating's dead. At least that brand of jam skating is dead. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. Oh, why is this important? Why is this important? I thought about really defending the line Tony Zane would put belt to ass to the entire Riedell team. I'm like, why did you say that? You are wildly. This video is unusable. Because you thought it was funny. You thought it was gonna be funny. Oh. Anyway, that's just a little bit of it. This reflection won't be in the final video, but I wanted to let everybody know I had to reflect. I had to say amen. Oh, yeah. I had to say the Tony Zane that you are remembering from when you were 16 does not exist anymore. It's not 2005 anymore. It was crazy. Making this video made me grow up. When I looked at the numbers and I broke down, Vanilla is grossing around 5 million a year right now. I don't know how much of that is profit after taxes. Riedell is grossing 22 mil. That same ratio in size and scale can be seen across all of their metrics. Why are you making a video about Riedell versus VNLA? What's really at the crux? Riedell versus VNLA was a question in 2005. This is like talking about Airbnb versus hotels. Like Vanillas skate companies pop up all the time. Like Riedell laid the blueprint for roller skating companies. And then when I looked up how many people watched the Super Bowl, I almost decided not to make this section. I almost didn't make this part of the video. And when I looked at this video and I thought about the implications of it, I was like, whoa. Flippers, one of the trendiest, most popular rink owners connections. Smooth, Lazy. I think that's Rich. I'm not sure who that is. Everybody. Solo. Solo just hit a milli on TikTok. They all skate in Riedells right now. They don't skate in the Usher ones, but they skate in Riedells. So I guess this is one place where the street cred, this is another place where the street cred vote flips again. Inside of the rhythm skating world and inside of the normie skater world, you will get more street cred for putting on a pair of Riedells. But as a jam skater, the street cred for being affiliated with VNLA is off of the charts. As a straight up, let me wipe my nose. The street cred for being affiliated with VNLA is off the charts as a jam skater. And that's where it comes down to. VNLA will cash out on their niche. At the end of the day, I am definitely 1,000,000,000% inside of VNLA's niche. It hit me one day when I was walking down the street, contemplating my second pair of VNLAs. But they weren't quad skates. I want a pair of VNLA speed skates. VNLA is one of the only companies in the world that sells my size in speed skates. All of the skate toe boxes fit my toes. I need to be able to break dance. My favorite part about having an OG is the break dancing. I don't even just like skating around the rink without that 5-degree action, to be honest. I'm not in the demographic for most skaters. Well, I say all of this to say the sheer size and scale at which And the amount of time that Riedell has been inside of the skate provider game makes it extremely difficult for Vanilla to get a. It makes it difficult for Vanilla to achieve an amount of views that seems significant when described in numbers beside of Riedell's views. It's the difference between easily hundreds of millions versus possibly in the low 100 millions, possibly somewhere around 50 million, easy. So there's that, but then it all connects back to the original thesis. When we're looking at these companies, they're serving different markets. Riedell is a company with more resources, bigger breadth and depth in each of the markets that they serve, while Vanilla cashes out on their super niche markets. When I go back and when I think about my life, when I imagine myself with a successful company, we're making about 10 million a year. The crazy part about Riedell, that moment when you start making over 10 million a year, it's wild to even think about and fathom. Like, in my wildest dreams, I can make 10 million a year. But the idea of doing 22 million and growing in revenue, it's fun to watch. Another company whose media I like to watch is the Riedell media. Like a lot of the stuff, a lot of the ways that they put stuff together, I think it's super engaging. Especially with a lot of the, especially with like a lot of the color lab highlights. These color lab highlights is off the chain. So, at the end of it all, I have to keep it real. It took me 3 months to do this. It took me 3 months to do this. It took me 3 months. It took me 3 months to record Riedell versus Vanilla. I have 7 streams about it. Same title. Actually, I just started changing the titles. When I tell you these streams aren't even half of the draw of the fall off of Moxie. Still making it. I've been planning to put this video out for like 6 months. Like, I went through like 3-4 videos to get to the place where I wanted to put this one out, and I'm glad I did. Well, anyway, while I am talking about things that I am putting out, I want to talk about the YouTube memberships very quickly because, because I am putting the Toe Manual Like a Boss course onto the YouTube library. Like today. I got to think about the thumbnails for everything and how I'm going to name it. But if you already purchased Toe Manual Like a Boss and you want to access it and you jump onto your files and you can't access it, send me an email and I will just send you the links. Because what had happened was, when I initially put Toe Manual Like a Boss up, I used a service to do it because that's how I imagined distributing it. However, on the other side of it, I also have the files, and I keep all of the files on YouTube. So it's as simple as sending you a stack of links. Like here's a stack of links. And I'm also putting all of the files inside of a Google Drive. So I'll be able to send people files. I want to bring a lot of value to the YouTube membership. I've never put out Toe Manual Like a Boss. I sold Toe Manual Like a Boss straight up. Like here it is, dog. Now you have access to Toe Manual Like a Boss. And I'm going to be dropping the new Drills for Skills course. So the Done Beasy YouTube memberships are going to be an entire skate program by the end of July. August 1st, we're going to have an entire skate program on our YouTube memberships. Let's go. I'm looking at you like this right now because members only. Members only. Exclusive tutorials and higher. If you are in the exclusive tutorials and higher, you are going to have access to Toe Manuals Like a Boss. So everybody knows Done Beasy's not capping. The boss out tutorial, the boss stop tutorial, the boss swipe tutorial, the boss tap tutorial. Old school Done Beasy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Oopsies. I can't put it into that tier using this. So I'm going to do it like this. And then as I might put it in the HBO tier. I'm going to put a couple of them in the HBO tier. Okay, which one should I put in the HBO tier? Because we got to do something in the HBO tier. If you didn't know, the HBO tier is the Help a Banana Out tier. Drills for Skills warm-up too. Oh, my God. Do y'all want to react to Toe Manual Like a Boss? I'm sorry. I haven't watched myself in so long.
What's up, boss fam? This is Drills for Skills warm-up.
Oh, man. Y'all hear that music in the background? Nah, this joint is wavy. I'm out at Sapaheen. Oh, look at my junk.
We're gonna start off with some steps. I want you to enunciate that heel. Pay close attention to the feet. Together.
So the thing about Toe Manual Like a Boss is it included Drills for Skills warm-ups. Something like this, I do kind of want to remaster that. Just even looking at that, I don't even like the shape of my body. Like, why did I put these shorts on? Why am I roasting myself? Watch it on live. Tricks. The thing about those steps, I have to be honest, that's how you get better at dancing. Practicing those foundations is how I got much better at dancing from this point.
Our next trick is going to be the boss swipe. Take it slow.
This is me when I was skating in that Riedell package. I forgot the name.
Swipe leg.
Inside of my memory, I was wearing the banana suit during this. Look at me. Why am I sweating this hard? Why? Didn't y'all tell me I was in the trenches? Nobody let me know I was in the trenches. Look at me. Sweating from head to toe. Uh, it's a pretty good. It got really good reviews. One thing that I've been focusing on improving is my presentation and going back and looking at stuff. I'm just starting to see hey man, you didn't have to wear that. I'm starting to see where the struggle was visibly apparent. Like, bro, you can't tell you in the trenches? I think that's the most concerning part. What do you mean tell me you're in the trenches? You need me to tell you that you're in the trenches? I want to watch one of these tutorials because there's a lesson inside of this boss pivot tutorial about doing the grapevine. Yo, guys, tell me why I thought I was doing something.
The last move is
Look at this background. Yo, I swore I was doing something. Boy, this is the power of youth. These boss squares right here, I thought this was gonna be like where I was gonna organize my life. Oh, bro. Excuse me. Those sticky notes fell off the wall almost immediately. I've never wrote anything of intelligence on any of those sticky notes. I tried to organize it like I was making a TikTok video or something. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to do this on the wall? These right here. When I got these skates, let me look at the Riedell package. That's when I first felt the difference between the Power Dine and the Gorilla plates. I got so y'all know I'm not capping. I got the Riedell Quest roller skate set. This box here, I drew this graphic. I colored it in. I went to the store and got color pencils to make this. These lights, I went to Carrefour and got hooks to hang these up. I was like, bruh, you go get your old wheels. It's gonna look like the roller skating podcast background. So they got all the skates, even if you just got one. When they see these lights, they gonna be like, man, WBZ on. Wipe them down. Somebody wipe WBZ down. Dog. I've been doing everything like a boss this whole time. If I write boss behind me, the information is great.
It's going to be the Boss W pivot.
I did do some of it inside of the banana suit. This is the OG banana suit. This was back before I had the heels on my skates.
Well, in order to do this pivot, we're going to use something that we learned during the boss stop, where we're going to change it a little bit. We start off with our feet shoulder width apart. We come up on our toes, and we...
This position here is the reason, let me rephrase. This position here is the difference between doing your grapevine and not doing your grapevine. It's the difference between having a smooth grapevine and having a rough grapevine.
Push our feet out.
The prep allows.
So what? You're going to...
I forgot I put that in there. That was funny. Can y'all not hear anything? Okay. Yeah, that's in the HBO tier. The Help a Banana Out tier is 99 cents a month. To help a banana out. I'm going to do the rest of this later. So what had happened was I had the idea to do this when I was coming home, and I wasn't sure how I was going to implement it. So when I got, the push to do it, and I also think this is a great way to bring a lot of value to the program while we're speaking about it. Just looking at the classic Dunbeezy footage. I haven't looked at this in years. There was a moment when I locked all of the Dunbeezy footage away into a vault. And I said, I am taking a step back. So it's about to switch up in a second. Yeah. This time around, I'm doing the whole course in the banana suit. That's proof that it is not as hot in Washington, D.C. as it is in Thailand. It was so hot in Thailand. And I think the other reason why I got so hot is I don't know why I would go film so late. I don't know why I didn't go and start filming at 5 a.m. I don't know why I didn't film the course in like the parking lot. Like thinking about it, I could have did it in the parking lot. I was like in the middle of this skate park and Safaheen just burning. Anyway, I've been on stream for 46 minutes. Done busy. Watch some reaction footage or get off. I might get off. If I look at this reaction tracker and I don't see something that I want to watch that relates to roller skating, I'm going to close this stream. Oh, my PC. Oh, my PC. Oh, my PC. This is just a classic.
Okay. Yo, bro, what have you done? Oh my god. Bro, what are you doing? What is that?
Bro, set him up.
Oh my PC! Oh my PC!
It's
Oh my
over.
PC!
It's over.
Potato farm. Okay.
The fact that he's talking about it like, bro, what have you done? Like he like made a Frankenstein monster, or he made Frankenstein's monster. You know how they get specific on Family Guy episodes. He made an abomination. He pulled a deal. Oh yeah. Oh, let's learn a little bit about skate history. There was a scene about this on Boys in the Hood. Yeah, there was a scene about this on the scene. There was a scene in Boys in the Hood about them performing at a roller skating rink because back in the day, rap artists would perform at roller skating rinks. It's how a lot of people came up. They're going to talk about this on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, let's go from here. Oh, my PC.
Nobody could figure it out. I'm from skater culture and not the skater culture today. Roller skating culture.
Right.
Roller rinks dominated, so we moved to music. And we didn't have to move to music. Music moved us.
All right.
I mean, seriously, it make you want to move. I mean, at Roosevelt Roller Rink, man, I'm the dude that's skating backward. I mean, I did a concert in Cleveland one year, just me going up in the spot of roller rink, and I skated backwards doing all my songs while they were skating towards
Hey,
me.
yo.
I was that little card in the wallet that says Bad MF. I was one of those
So you
people.
from the hot skates, the Roosevelt?
He's showing off if he's skating in a different way and everybody else skated one way and he's still doing his performance.
Rig. What else was out there back then?
Babylon further
Babylon.
out. You had in Brooklyn, you had
From what that card in the wallet that say Bad MF. Bro had one of these. Not the S class. This joint, SpongeBob joint done expired.
Damn, I just have that.
There was
another-
the rink. There was what's the one in Brooklyn? Oh my God,
Empire.
Empire.
Oh,
you
you
shot up all
talking
the time.
about Empire.
And in other cities,
Yeah.
I believe, and this depends on the music too. I believe that skating rinks can be a possibility for enjoyment of future music and future cardio.
One big point about roller skating is music and how music affects the way that people skate. That's how we get our different styles. So it's cool to hear it mentioned in this interview and be able to make that connection. Let's look at some more clips. Skater N-word. I gotta watch the whole thing. I really thought about what I said about the roller derby league today. The roller derby World Cup. It reminds me of NASCAR. I said, this sounds like the roller derby World Cup. They must be NASCAR fans. Oh, let's check out a Miraculous Spins clip. I've been collecting Miraculous Spins clips. He skated to Before I Let Go. Let's just check out the footwork. Oh. Look at that. Hey, that's a lot of rotations to be on straight up the roughest concrete possible. Not possible. Hot. Super duper smooth transitions in between that grapevine. Great posture. Leg comes around straight into the rotations. Check out the arms. Ooh. Let them know. Think about that when you're spinning at the rink. I want you to imagine yourself coming around, the leg swings, and then you come into the swing. Come into the spin. Just imagine that next time. Ooh. I think we checked out this Wizard Skate clip. Oh, the Detroit Boogie Wonderland. Hey, that's coordination. They're coming in and off their same edges. Oh, straight to the split, right back up. That's athletic. They're coming in hot. That quick turn right before the next catch. Slide to catch it, the space. Ooh, the 1 foot. That was crazy. That kick was nice. I like the coordination. It's like a pencil turn into the slide. Catch. These boys is clean with the slides. Yeah. I want some Fomax. Woohoo! Come through with the 1 foot sleeve. Oh. Maybe I'm just a Detroit fanboy. Maybe I'm biased. Nope, I did not save anything in the girls snapping. Speed skater exercises. I want to stand up and do these. This video right here improved my inline skating drastically. I want to say this all at once. This video right here improved my inline skating drastically. And I didn't even watch it. I only watched the first minute and 37 seconds. I think about him when I'm skating in the city. Look at that form. Y'all can't see his little icon.
We made this video for you guys to get more stable when skating. We see a lot of skaters that skate well, but as soon as they try and push harder, try and go faster, everything just gets out of position.
Everything just gets out of position. Yeah, I need to get up. 1 second, Boss Twist. The boy Done Biz is going to get up and do this. I'm showing y'all my shame. Y'all can see my Walmart bag. Something I noticed about streamers is some streamers dirty. Like when Kai got on Light Skin Monty and bro for having all that rack stuff in a room during Streamer University, it was crazy. Boys had the trash cans and stuff. This is a part of the Savage Summer workout.
This video is 6 to 8 nice exercises.
Everything. I think about this like I be skating.
When you want to go fast. I do it once or twice a week. Go through all the exercises 3, maybe 4, 5 times. And it has helped me a lot. And I hope it'll help you guys too.
Help me a lot.
See ya. So we start out with a fairly simple exercise. This is all about maintaining the same body position. As you can see, the shoulders are not moving at all. Stay upright. And it's only the leg that goes backwards. This is how you want to skate. When you do that recovery movement, you don't want anything to get out of position.
You don't want anything to get out of position. Ooh.
So this is the same concept. We don't want the shoulders to move. We don't want the position to get messed up. So just move around that leg, get it up in the air. Small movements. You can even start with a slower pace and a smaller movement. This is also a really good exercise for the glutes. Trust me on that.
I just did too. I'm getting tired.
Once again, keep it all steady. Make sure you push straight to the side.
Oh.
Keep those lines. If you decide to use the arms, go for these smooth movements. As you can see here, push straight to the side. Also make sure both feet are facing forward. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do when you get on the skates. Here's the full movement. Go straight to the side and then the recovery.
This is my weak side.
When you do this exercise, it's really easy to make the mistake of trying to use the body weight as a to balance it out so you don't move to the side. but make sure you don't. Keep it all in position, keep it all steady. Just a smooth circle. So this is sort of like skating imitations, but you do not really go that far to the sides. It's more an exercise for you to feel that pressure in the hips, like you can see. Really activate the glutes and use the body weight side to side. Small movements, shoulders up. Get the hips a little forward. Just feel it in the hips. Feel how you can almost like kind of feel the tension all the way from the core, all the way from the glutes and then into the ground. Should feel heavy, I guess, if you have more.
Oh, it's going.
In your foot.
It's getting. Let's get it there.
Classic exercise. One leg up downs. Pretty simple. You pick the pace. Just make sure you don't go too much left to right. And also make sure you don't.
So my 1 foot balance is weak, and my 1 foot stamina and conditioning is weak.
That's the easiest way to lose your power. Also make sure you get down. You almost want the opposite knee to touch the ground. So this is sort of 2.0 of the exercise we saw earlier. And it really helps activate the glutes. Make sure.
Bandit.
A lot of people attempt to fall on the inside of the skates. And
almost what the opposite knee to touch the ground.
On the work, we'll make sure you activate the glutes and get.
Now I got to work on me.
Keep them in the right position.
Bandit up downs.
Where you want to keep the knee out, so you can see. Make sure you don't just lean.
Don't lean. No. Even just onto the ground, or even just a regular squat. Let me rephrase this. Even a regular lunge. I'm feeling it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Ooh. Now I got to do some more since everybody's watching. Let me let them keep going.
With the whole body, but that you go straight up and down and just work on having that knee out to the side.
Wow, cable up downs.
This one is really for getting better turns. Keep the hip in position, keep a steady lean.
I don't know how I could do this.
Make sure the shoulders are parallel to the ground all the time. The opposite leg goes straight to the side. Don't lose it. Also, face forward with both feet.
I'm seeing where my chain's breaking down. Ooh, this guy clean with it. Ooh, he clean with it.
Explain my 5 favorite rain.
I'm about to be so fast.
Of motion mobility exercises to you guys.
those are 5 exercises that I've been using a lot lately, and I feel like they really improved me to be more efficient in the skating position. I feel like I have better hip mobility after already 2 weeks of going through these as part of my warm-up routine. If you want to accelerate the process, you can also do it as a full workout, where I would suggest something like 5 to 10 repetitions of each exercise and maybe go through them 2 or 3 times. That way you're not going to be too sore, especially if you have an important skating workout later on during the same day or even right after, but you're still going to get a lot out of it. Let me know what you think in the comments below after, and have a lot of fun doing these exercises. See you around, guys.
Here we go. The
I'm
first
already
exercise
listening.
is side lifts. It's a pretty simple exercise, but it's hard to master.
So he already
As you
talked
can
about
see,
side
I
lifts.
try to maintain the exact same body position and only just lift the. This is more of a warm-up activation exercise than an actual technical exercise.
Reverse
So is
circles.
this one. This one is all about range of motion and mobility. Shoulders upright. Don't dip forward when you take the leg backwards. And same way, don't get too much weight on the backside of your feet when you go backwards.
Stretch lifts.
This one is a combination of a stretch and a strength exercise. So you dip into a stretch and then you lift it up. Make sure you keep the weight forward, because most people have a tendency to fall backwards on the heels in this one, which we also don't want to on our skates. And then go straight to the side. Make it a smooth movement. So don't rush it and try and keep it stable. Get down in the stretch and up. And as you can see I do in this video, I kind of try and imitate the skating arm swing just to get a little more of a feel for it. This one is half core, half shoulder exercise, and also some hip stability. It might be a little difficult to see in this video because the elastic bands are red, just as the background, my mistake. But I have some elastic band attached to my feet, and then I drive my arms forward and backwards just like on skates. The extra resistance is going to make it harder to maintain this stable body position, and it's a really good core exercise and also good activation, because a lot of people tend to move their shoulders and get them out of place when they skate, and this one is a good way to try and hold that position. And this one is, in my opinion, the hardest exercise, where you try and go as low as you can, as deep as you can, into on our skates, and then go straight to the side.
Excuse me.
Make it a smooth movement. So don't rush it and try and keep it stable. Get down in the stretch and up. And as you can see I do in this video, I kind of try and imitate the skating arm swing just to get a little more of a feel for it. This one is half core, half shoulder exercise, and also some hip stability. It might be a little difficult to see in this video.
I think this will help me skate better when I have a backpack, because my arms start to lose.
I have some elastic band.
I start to lose it with my arms.
And then I drive my
This is going to
arms
really help me
forward
keep
and
my pace on
backwards,
long
just
skates.
like on skates. The extra resistance is going to make it harder to maintain this stable body position. And it's a really good core exercise and also good activation, because a lot of people tend to move their shoulders and get them out of place when they skate.
This is my
This
weakness.
one is a good way to try and hold that position.
So I should focus on
And
one
this
foot.
one is,
So I should
in my
focus on
opinion, the
one foot
hardest
strength, because I
exercise,
said it's my weakness so many
where
times.
you try and go as low as you can, as deep as you can,
Ah.
in all of these different directions. It demands a lot of flexibility and balance, and it's a really good warm-up exercise, but also it's a good thing to implement in your dryland routine, especially if you struggle to get lower or struggle with flexibility. As you can see all the way around, make sure the upper body is not dipping. So the whole right now should be the
So
right
a dry
leg, but
land
the whole
routine.
leg you're having your body weight on should be in the same position. Don't let the knee fold in or out. Same with the shoulders, and just let that other leg
Upper
do the
body's
work.
not dipping.
Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you all want to subscribe to the channel or look at some of my other videos.
Don't let the knee fold in or out.
Hey there.
people attempt to move their shoulders and get them out of place when they skate. And this one is a good way to try and hold that position. And this one is, in my opinion, the hardest exercise.
Y'all look at all that stiffness. Y'all see
where
stiff
you try and
Beezy?
go as low as you can, as deep as you can, in all of these different directions.
I'm better at some positions than others.
It demands a lot of flexibility and balance, and it's a really good warm-up exercise, but also it's a good thing to implement in your dryland routine, especially if you struggle to get lower or struggle with flexibility.
Like, what's up? Ow.
As you can see all the way around.
I'm listening to all that breathing. So dry land speed skating. What do you mean dry land? You speed skate on dry land too. Up downs. Ooh. So these, I feel like having a stronger up down and being able to keep this position, this will really change it for you. At the crib, exercising with bro them. No, I'm not about to get into no set. Let me do a post real quick because I need a little bit of feedback from the Twiz. I said capoeira training. What type of inline skating should I try next? Wizard skating? Speed skating? Slalom skating? Wizard, inline, slalom, speed, aggressive inline. Aggressive. I want to give people a little bit of time before this one comes out. Okay. Because I've been throwing around the idea of doing the things. Oh wow, this brought me back to life right here. So I got to get out of here. Riedell versus VNLA. Back to life is crazy. But it did help me remember some things. It helped me remember what I'm doing today. Last done BZ lesson and then WC's out. I don't have the green screen behind me. That's what it is. I was watching a video. One of the dudes on Shark Tank was talking about what it takes to really separate yourself and then increase your results. And he said something that really changed it for me. He said that the most successful people that he's been around, like Steve Jobs, they were able to hyper focus and stay focused on the task for the next 18 hours. They didn't lose time thinking about their businesses months from now. They would find and push forward 3 to 5 fundamental tasks that it took to get their results. I've been trying to figure out how to improve my impact, and I've been studying / listening to the 80-20 rule. So I'm looking at different parts of my life and looking at how to implement that. The part that really touched me about what he said was choosing 3 to 5 things. A couple of days ago, I noticed and finally admitted to myself how much anxiety I get about completing tasks every day because I want to make sure I'm being productive. Well, inside of wanting to be productive, I noticed that I can get lost. I'm chasing different tasks around instead of choosing what I'm going to do. Well, I said to myself, choose one thing, accomplish it, and at the end of the day, when you start asking yourself, did you do the thing? Say, hey, did you do that one thing that you said? That's where we are. So my one thing for today is the Riedell versus VNLA video. The way this has helped me focus is when I'm doing a task, I'm able to parse out and prioritize the tasks that are connected to my overall task. For today, I outlined 3 big things I needed to do. Riedell versus VNLA. Boom. I got a thumbnail shoot. Boom. And I also wanted to talk about my YouTube memberships and make sure that I was added value to it. So I want to see how much more of Riedell versus VNLA I could get edited today because I'm looking to release it within this week. The next thing that I want to do before I release Riedell versus VNLA to the general world, I'm going to release a draft of Riedell versus VNLA to the email list as well as the people in the HBO tier. So the people in the HBO tier of the memberships, they will always get I'm messing it up. I can't even say the lines. So the people in the HBO tier, they're always going to get early access to documentary style drops. For this first one, I want to give everybody a chance to see Riedell versus VNLA because it's going to be a big one. Well, anyway, Boss Tweezy, it's been your boy Done Beezy. I may come back this evening and play video games. I may be back at 8:30 to play Street Fighter. We will see. And until next time.